I'm Eric, and I'm animating faces. Now, if my eyes move around, do they jerk around really fast, instantly from one location to another? No. No, they move smoothly. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. Anyways, I want to do the same thing today with the eyes of my animated face. Before I do that, I'll demo what I finished yesterday. And I like to start these streams just with a quick demo of recent progress. And then I go into actually doing work. So if you just want to follow my progress, just watch the first part of these streams where I demo. And then after that, I jump into programming stuff. Okay. So demo. Web face. All right. I feel like renaming this guy. Originally, he was going to be Billy, but then I got some different artwork for the same character in my game from Bettina Throckmorton, and that other artwork became Billy. So I should give this guy a name besides Billy. I'll think about that a little bit. Okay. So yesterday was Smooth Lids, and I created a reusable tweening animation class thing that will make the lids move more smoothly. So if I could do normal, squint, closed, there's a smooth movement there. Before yesterday, it was chunky. It would just immediately go all the way up when I clicked on this wide button. I also invested a tiny bit into the UI of these buttons. I made it show the selected button or selected option with the highlighted yellow, and then this morning, just for the fuck of it, I had responsive layout and made it so that if I resize this, the buttons in these rows, they tend to grow to use the amount of space, and the fonts will shrink down if it's needed to show the buttons at a really small size. And yeah, just some 20 minutes of polishing up a little bit of UI just so that it looks nicer. Not very important that it's not key. But if I have to look at the screen again and again and again, I want it to sort of look okay. All right, so today, these irises, I want them to move smoothly. So that's what I'm going to work on. I also think if I've got enough time before lunch, I might do easement or easing, not easement. Easement is like a area of your property you set aside for public use. Easing is smoothing the start and end of an. I'm overusing the word smoothing. Smoothing the speed of animation around its stop and start. So, if you have a car and you are starting here and you are going here, do you move at a constant speed from point A to point B? No. I mean, you accelerate, and then at some point you might reach a constant maximum that you want to stay at. Okay, accelerate. You slow down at the end when you get closer to your destination. So with animation, for things to look natural, you want to have easing, or you could say acceleration and deceleration. So I may get around to that in this session, but I think I'll start by just making sure I have smooth movement on the irises. And I wrote some code yesterday that should help with that. So yeah. And I may come up with a new name for this guy. I don't know. What sounds like Billy, but is not Billy. Bully? I'll just call him Bill. Bill. I like that. I'll go with Bill. Yeah. Hey, Frightlaw, I remember you. I don't really code in Angular. I know only a tiny bit about it, but for web, I like React for now. It may change in the future. I'm kind of interested in web components, which would be a way to have no third-party framework, just use the built-in stuff that comes with the browser. But yeah, React is what I'm used to, I'll say. It has some good things about it. All right. So in my eyes class, I did this. I can delete this little thing here. So I'm thinking about the changes I need to make. I'll probably do a little pocket design. Here's my pocket design from yesterday. And it's actually pretty similar to what I need to do for the irises. Let's see. Attention, event, set target for irises. Another thing is lib level event can also set a target for the irises. Okay, so there's already, what do we have? Nothing to track the state, but we'll say it'll be I want to rename target DX and target DY. Let's set that to no, I don't need that. I don't need that. Let's do target. No. Iris X. And then it'll be a tweened value. Iris Y. Tweened value. This new tweened value class handles most of the state management around moving a value between A and B over time. Delete target dx, target dy. That's probably most of what I need there. Maybe everything I need. So in receiving the lib level effect. Ooh, I think I need to continue with this target dx, but let's say rename to target dx and attention dx attention dy. Okay. And call iris x y z target. Okay, need a new calc iris target. And then what's it going to take? It's going to take resting lid level attention dx attention dy. Hey DZ. Yeah, so I mean it's probably like afternoon for you. Maybe late afternoon. I don't know. Maybe my time zone math is not so good. Yeah, I wanted to get going. Got the passion for the project. Okay, receiving attention event. It's just it'll be the same here. Cool. Get that background noise of my thumpy typing. I happen to have the microphone right next to my hands on the keyboard. That's why it thumps so loud. I'm not actually banging my keyboard with the violence. Okay, this one seems pretty straightforward to me. This one seems like I just knock it out. This one seems like I might be eating lunch in an hour. I shouldn't jinx myself, but okay. Tension dx, tension dy. And then iris target x, tween the value, iris target y, tween value. Okay. Then this lovely thing about TypeScript is if I change my data structures, it automatically flags all the places in code that I'm pretty much going to have to change because they're now syntax errors. If I didn't have TypeScript, if I basically didn't have typed variables, I couldn't do that as easily. But it's really a nice technique. TypeScript basically is insisting that I only use variables that I've declared, and if I omit variables that aren't optional from a structure, then I must correct that for it to compile. Okay, so we'll say, what was this? Attention dx, yeah. Attention dy. Okay, so that fixes the renaming, but then I have to say what's the target? What is the target? Let's see, target. Let's see, iris target x, new tween value, and then I do up, let's see, up above I need to calculate my iris. Oh, it's not iris target x, it's just going to be iris x and iris y. Okay, go back up, because the target is not something that gets tracked anymore inside of the state. It gets tracked inside of tween value. Okay, where's my, so it's just going to be iris x, iris y. Go back down to the red. Okay, so then iris x, iris y equals what I call it, calc target. Let's see, calc iris target, and then I want to pass in emotion neutral and 0 and 0, and also the resting load level, which is going to be lid level normal. Okay. So this needs additional information. It needs not the emotion, it needs the emotional. So that'll be loaded by the time it gets here. So I can say emotionals let's set some of these things up above, and that will allow me to have a single value used here and here. So if we'll say the current emotion equals emotion neutral and const resting lid level. Stop it. Resting lid level equals lid level normal. So then down here I can say that and this. Okay. And what is it that I needed here? It was going to be something like, let's see, left iris area. This the 0, 0 can be attention x, attention dx equals 0, attention dy equals 0. And that helps me in two ways. One, it documents better where what these values actually are, and then also it makes it so that these starting values will be the same. Okay, so then this will be iris x, iris y. No. Let's call this initial iris x, initial iris y, and this will be initial iris x, iris y, new tween value, initial iris y. Okay. And I need to this. Okay, so this is going to be left iris area. Oh, I need to pass a little bit more. I need to pass left iris, iris info, right iris, iris info. And resting lid level, number, attention, dx, number, okay. Starting to feel like I should just pass the whole eyes component state in, but I don't want to fiddle with it too much. Okay, what's the difference here? I need to pass left iris. I'll get it working and I'll decide if I want to revise the signature of the function or something. Okay, what? Oh yeah, you got to return. Number, bam. Tell you, I used to create like a structure for holding coordinates together, like X and Y. Just pairs of coordinates. It's such a waste. Like in almost any language. Just use an array. Just return an array. It's almost always a better decision. Okay, for right law, you ask, in work, how many hours you're reading coding or problem solving? So that's a question that takes a little bit of framing. So first off, I no longer have a job as a software engineer. This is Aaron Lundquist, who was a voice actor on my last game. Here's me. Here's what I do. So I'm a director of engineering at a company that makes software for farmers. So I manage 2 software engineering teams. And then those teams have managers, and those managers manage engineers. So I'm kind of like 2 promotions past writing code. But when I was back here at staff engineer, which is kind of like, so this was like back in 2016. So it was like 6 years ago, 6 years ago. I would say I spent about half my time at that job writing code. About half. And it got less as I went on, because as you increase your seniority as an engineer, you'll be giving work that is less about writing code and more about preparing everyone to write the correct code. So you spend a lot of time looking at problems and breaking them down into requirements and tickets that describe how the work will get completed. You spend a lot of time writing estimates on how long the programming project is going to take, engineering project is going to take. You do research, you'll write up technical specifications, right? So the more junior I get, if you go back in my resume, the more time I'm spending writing code. I would say for a new web coder, like someone who's like entry level writing web code for businesses, not a game engine coder, probably about 75% of your time is spent writing code, and that's at the high end. There's all these meetings and stuff you have to go to, and you have to manage tickets that describe the work that you're doing and stuff like that, and give little status updates to your manager or team lead. So if there was a graph at the very high end, 75% of your time spent writing code. When you're a starting engineer, maybe 5 to 10 later, you're down to 50% of your time or less. And then if you graduate out of being an individual contributor and you manage, then it goes down to low to zero. It varies from company to company, but that's the gist of it, sir. So I write way more code at times like this when I'm not actually working. And I love writing code. It's inherently fun for me. Okay, left iris, right iris, bumped out. Okay, I'm going to just do this later. And come down underneath and make sure I get everything else right. Okay, so this is going to set attention dx. So now this is a variable that says, what are we paying attention to? It's less direct about immediately moving to it. Okay, so here I would say const target iris x, target iris y equals, then all this stuff. Can't use this current emotional here. It'll be stuck on the first set emotion. So I need to do emotionals. No, this one's going to be frozen. I need to go all the way up to the component state, which, this is just going to get ugly. It's already kind of bad. It's got so many parameters. I'm going to go do eyes component state. Change this to eyes component state. Okay. And then that makes this simpler. Or the calling code simpler. It's kind of a gray decision area for me. I tend to err on the side of just having individual parameters rather than objects that include a bunch of stuff, because then you can see a little more clearly what's actually being used. But if you're passing like 6 parameters or more, maybe it's time to switch over to passing an object that contains all the parameters. Okay, so let's see, attention. Calc a new state there, and then we'll say eyes component state. Set target target iris x, and then I need to set a duration for it to move. Okay, iris move duration. I'll go define that in a second. Iris move duration. there's a catch-22 here. The irony. Okay. Ah. Dang it, stupid fucking sugar. It's okay. So here's how I do it. Just make this be 0, 0. Calculate this after the component state is defined. I say i's component state in fact, I can even do this simpler because this is always going to be updating iris X and iris Y. So I'll follow the form of this up here. So I'll say calc iris target and update state. Okay, and then it could just get simpler and simpler. Don't have to return anything. Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta do. Okay. Okay, so I set attention dx dy, and then I just call this again. That's it. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. For blinking, do I care about that? I don't think I do. Lid level, I do care about that. So after I set the target, or I set the resting lid level. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, then down beneath here, there's going to be a rendering. And a lot of this code that's inside of here is going to move up to my calc thing. Let's put it here as a reference. Okay. Down where it says draw iris. Let's just do const. No, I don't need to assign any values. I'll just do let's just do draw irises. Or update irises and draw. Update and draw irises. Draw irises and update. Okay. Then I can just pass in what? What do I want to pass in? Pass in the pre-render context. And then the component state. Eyes. Component state. Yeah, just like that. That's fine. Okay. Draw iris is an update, and I can just get rid of this. this becomes draw irises and update. Context that we're rendering to, and then eyes component state. Okay, then I just update my values. Say eyes component state left. What was it? Iris. Oh, there's more than one iris though. There's a left iris and a right iris. I do need to revise that just for now. Let's put this like so. Yeah, it's left iris X, left iris Y. I heard my wife get up. That means I want to go down a little bit and have brunch with her. Okay. Okay, so let's just get left iris bitmap and the right iris bitmap, and then I'll use the other. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't even need that. Let's just go like that. And then here it's a little screwed up because I need to have left iris X and a right iris X, but all right, enjoy your pizza. Boom. Value. And I think update will just return the value, so let's just do that. Iris X, and it's going to be this component state, Iris X, and this is going to be Iris X. Iris component state, Iris Y, update, okay. This will be right iris. Okay. And, I don't need target DX anyways. So delete what I don't actually need. It's not being used? Why not? Oh, well that's wrong. Oh wait, no. Oh, because it'll get set in here. That's why. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is this iris X, iris Y needs to be Could put that inside of here too. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So then let's put this in here. Just x tween value, y tween value, and then inside of the state, just get rid of these because now they're going to be inside of no, I'm lost. Lost a little bit here. So is that where does this iris info being kept? What's storing that? Oh, it's in this guy here. Okay. So if I come back to here, it's got X and Y there. So in the component state, I will get rid of iris X and iris Y, because they'll be stored in one of these bitmap things. Okay, so that lights everything up again. So X tween value 0, Y tween value 0. Okay. New tween value. Okay. Okay, what's this stuff? Oh yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be oh yeah. And now I only need the left iris and the right iris to be passed in. So if I say left iris, iris info, right iris, iris info, and this gets simpler. Here, let's just get the left iris and right iris. Okay, so then I have to do this guy. tension dx equals let's do some destructuring here. Okay, so this is going to be left X, left Y. I'll end up doing this very repetitively, so let's fuck it, doesn't matter. There's X, there's Y. Let's see, left iris X, left iris Y equals it's going to be emotional. Current emotion, emotionals, const. Left iris area, right iris area. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be left iris area, bam, like that. Okay, then get the right. Okay, I see some calcs that I can do one time. Const. What's this? What is this variable conceptually? Lid adjusted attention dy equals attention dy times resting lid level. Then I can just use this variable here, this variable here. Okay. Then this is a value that I can calculate once and apply it to 2 y coordinates. So what do I want to call this? This is an offset. iris offset y equals where does lid travel height come from? Does it come from this? No. It comes from the emotional? I think it does, yeah. Lid travel height, yeah, that's it. Okay, so then left iris y plus equals iris offset y, right iris y plus equals iris offset y. Okay, and then there's even a little bit more here. Oh, the center offset x. That is left and right specific. Plus equals plus. Okay, so this is going to be left iris center offset y. Plus right iris center offset y. Okay. Left iris x plus equals left iris center offset x then left iris x set target left iris x iris move duration. Boy, this is a lot of new code. Any opportunities to fuck up here? Okay. Okay, so that I don't think I'll need. Alright, so there's no red. What's the warning here? Okay, cool. There's like a 8% chance, 8% that this is going to work the first time. worked the first time. It's a little slow. That's all right. Let me see. Normal. Wide. Yeah. Squint. Yeah. The irises are going down smooth. Closed. Yeah. So the thing that I was doing where every mouse movement event was, okay, he's blinking a lot because when I compile automatically, it doesn't clean up the old execution. So if I just refresh, then that's fixed. But the thing that I'm currently doing where every time I do a mouse move, it sets a target. That's making it go kind of slow, right? Because it's like retargeting every single time. So I can do better with that. I wanted to do something kind of like if you click somewhere, boom, then the eyes will move towards that. I'll save that in a later session this afternoon though, because I'm going to go do some stuff with my wife. So this is a pretty good victory point to stop the stream on. Yeah, I just wrote a lot of new code and it just worked immediately. Pretty happy about that. That's pretty sweet. And there's a little junk up here to clean up. My plan worked. My plan worked. My plan worked. That was pretty nice. Cool. Yeah. 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 All right. Gonna stop the stream right here. Fright Law, thanks for hanging out. Let's call that a stream. Stopping the stream. Stopping it.